Wait, we go like this, right?
Ooh.
Slobs, restart this. We cannot swear.
You do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
This close? Oh, my God.
What do you think? Adults, welcome.
What are our topics for
Welcome.
today?
Thank you for joining me.
Restart it. Welcome back to another episode of Slobs Anonymous.
This is what happens when you intro. I get all, I don't know what.
I know, you can't handle it.
I wasn't expecting it. It just comes out of nowhere.
I'm
and then
full
we're
of
gonna roll.
surprises.
You gotta roll with it, baby.
That's right.
What are we here today for? Yeah, we're here for the ick, the gross.
What
the,
grinds your gears.
What grinds you, what skeeves you.
There's so much.
The weirdness that you don't like or you can't stand. Things you don't like.
But I don't like that.
But yeah, welcome back to Slobs Anonymous. I'm Joey C., always here with my trusty co-host,
KB.
Kay Bizzle in the house.
I'm here.
We're going to be just shit-talking today. I've been very excited all week.
For this episode?
Waiting, I'm like, this is going to be like
agree.
a free therapy session.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, too. Yeah, we keep fucking that up.
Right. I know.
Happy Friday, and welcome back. Thank you for joining us. You're the reason we keep doing this every week.
Absolutely.
Speaking of every week, what's going on this week, Gabes?
So this week you want to hear this crazy thing. It's not really that crazy, but I went with Tony to Baker Square. Okay, like I hadn't been to Baker Square since the summer for the car
we
shows.
all went? Yeah.
So we went to Wow. We went to Baker Square, and it was like 7 o'clock at night. And they close at 8. Okay?
Okay.
That's enough time.
8 o'clock? That
yeah,
seems
I know.
weird.
Early. I know.
At least a 9er.
Exactly. But
That's
anyways.
weird.
So they first of all, they got rid of Pie Shop. Do you know what Pie Shop is?
No.
Where you get like the soup and the piece of pie for like $5 extra.
I mean, that sounds excellent.
Yeah, well, they got rid of it.
Last time we were there, they got rid of a lot of pie in general.
Their carrot cake for a whole cake is $62.
That's stupid.
Isn't that insane?
You can get the same carrot cake at Texas Day Brazil. We're
Right.
already on food again.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay, so anyways, so we're there. We like the guy asks us like it was like 10 to 8. Okay? So they're 10 minutes before they close and we're like, "Okay." He's like, "Do you want to order pie?" We're like, "Yes." Like whatever. So he's telling us he's going to put it in as a stay to eat it in.
For dine-in.
Yeah, dine-in order. And he's like, "But just so you know, we close in 10 minutes." And we're like, "Okay, it's not going to take us 10 minutes
I'll be done in 6.
to eat a piece of pie."
Yeah.
Whatever. So, like, it's on you to see how fast you get this pie out.
Right.
Basically. So, anyway, so we're eating. It's like 8:05, and the guy comes out, and there's like 6-7 tables, and he literally just gives a general announcement. Like, "Excuse me, please make your way to the front so I could check you out." And like
He gave everyone a hard cutout?
yeah.
Dude, fuck that.
Yeah.
That guy would be getting no tip.
Like
0 tip.
I couldn't believe
Nope.
I've never been to a restaurant where it was 5 minutes past their closing.
0 tip.
We were eating. Like he took like 5 minutes to bring us back our cake or pie or whatever. But
I would have taken my sweet ass time.
Literally, Tony was so mad. He was like, "This is fucking ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I'm 40-something years old." But it was like we were in school, like getting kicked out of the classroom. Like I was like, "We're in trouble."
That would not fly. That would not fly.
The one lady next to us, she's like, "Oh my gosh, what time do they close?" And
She was
she's
all
like,
Midwest mom about it.
"Yeah," and he goes, 8 o'clock. And she's like, "Well, it's only like 8:05." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. You got to go. Please make your way to the front."
Go.
I was like, "Damn, you can't stay here. We got to get the hell
You
out."
put that on the ick list. Shit.
It was a super big ick. And I'm all for the waiters and waitresses, but it was
your story's all on par.
It was a little icky.
With the ick.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of icky. I mean,
oh God, what is it?
Well, my car's back in the shop. That's a lot of fun.
Ugh.
After it was tied up for 3 weeks, it's back there.
Back in action.
Because while I was there, the check engine light wasn't on.
Back in black.
And now I got it home and the check engine light was on. And I was like, great. I got to go back to the shop. But I also made banana bread today. That was kind of fun. But
nice.
So this is what happened with my banana bread. Quick short story.
All right.
So I went to go put all the banana bread things together, mix it all up in a bowl, and it was like, all right, make sure your butter's melted, but at room temperature.
Right.
So I put it in the microwave, and then I put it in the fridge real quick for like a minute.
Really? That's how you do it?
That's what I was doing. I was just like,
Oh.
all right, if it needs to be not on fire, I'll just put it in the fridge for a second.
Okay.
So my dumbass makes the whole friggin' banana bread.
Did you forget the butter?
I forgot to put the butter in. So I put it in.
Oh, later?
I put it in the oven, and 10 minutes go by, and I'm like stocking the fridge up with some sodies and stuff and some LaCroix,
Sodies.
and I look up, and there's the butter in the Pyrex like pourer, and I'm like, oh fuck!
Oh shit!
I open up the oven as quick as I can. I pull it out with like 2 oven mitts, and I immediately dump it out into a bowl. It's like steaming, piping hot.
Oh my
batter.
god!
Yeah, and it already started like sticking to the edges of the dish and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit! So I go and I pour this butter in there, and I'm whipping it up, and the chocolate chips are already melted. So now I'm mixing the batter to this banana bread.
With
and it's turning into chocolate banana
bread, right?
And I was like, on paper, this sounds like it'll be good, but I don't know what's gonna happen.
Did it come out?
It came out. It's just like very mild. Like it's not like biting into a chocolate
banana.
chip, like
right,
or a banana. It's very mild. It's not bad, and there's pistachios in it. I had a pistachio and
fancy.
Pistachio pretty good. Yeah,
fancy.
Do we have any stories this week?
No. Actually,
stories? Do we?
I do. I have a story. Actually, someone I know personally, they didn't send it in. They sent it in a Snapchat.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it anonymous.
Do I know this person?
No.
All right.
You don't. So, they lived in Chicago. They grew up, born and raised Chicago. They moved to Indiana, right? And a few years ago, yeah, it's a girl.
Maybe I do know this person.
You don't know. You do. It's not who you think it is.
Okay.
It's not who you think it is.
Okay.
So she is like separating from her situation or whatever, and she told me that she met a guy online and they were talking, and he asked if he could. He lives. I think he lives in the city, and she told him, "You can only come if you bring me cannolis."
What?
Yeah, so she's like, you could share it as a slob story. And I was like, that's pretty amazing.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, thank you to the anonymity of that. To that
so
story.
Keep the cock, bring the cannolis.
Dude, yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah,
she didn't want to see his cannoli. She wanted
a real cannoli.
No, I mean,
I
props.
thought it was pretty
Props.
impressive.
I hope no man ever misinterpreted that when I'm like, I could really go for some cannoli right now.
Yeah, right.
Well, with that, what do you say? You want to get started on the icks?
What's your ick?
Dude, we got plenty.
What the ick is
plenty
the
of
ick?
Pet peeves, plenty of icks, plenty of weird shit. There's gonna be a part 2 because there's the list just kept going.
Let's see.
We're gonna keep it to the original 30 that just made it to the list because I think that's gonna be enough time today to keep an episode
I have like
on
34.
I currently have like 56, but I'm going
Holy
to
shit!
Yeah. So we'll
my
do a 30
God.
today, maybe 30 another week if
Okay.
this gets reception.
Sounds good.
And,
Sounds good.
Yeah, feel free to let us know what your icks are because we're.
I'm interested. I
I'm
love
very
to hear
interested.
people's icks.
Why don't you start us out? What do you got? What's your pet peeve? What don't you like? What
I
irks
hate
ya?
one of my number one pet peeves is when people pop their gum and blow bubbles.
Really?
Yes.
I really like doing that.
I hate it. Or like when you're
What else do
talking
you do
to
with your gum
someone
besides chew it?
and they're chewing gum and it's like excessively loud. I can't.
I mean, yeah. And
I
it kind of
can't.
goes with mine, unfortunately.
Okay, what is it?
I can't stand people who chew with their mouths open.
Absolutely.
Yeah, was that on yours?
I don't know, but I can't stand it either.
Yeah, because
it
it's just like, not only is it the sound that it makes,
it's all.
but like when you got to see what's going on inside there, it's like
Do I chew with my mouth open?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did I say you did?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just trying to think. Like, I try to be conscious of it.
Same. I'm like,
but I'm like, do I do it?
And
like,
evidently,
I don't know.
I'm a loud eater, but I do not chew with my mouth open.
Well, that's interesting.
I eat food like I eat.
Okay, cannolis.
Yeah. Sure, we'll go there. Yeah.
You
I'm
eat
just
cannolis?
like I'm all like through the nose. I'm just like,
yeah,
I know I can get pretty
You're all
disgusting when
Tasmanian
I
devil.
eat. Yeah. It's a blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Like it's just but it's but I don't chew with my mouth open. I eat disgustingly, but I do not chew with my mouth open. It's the most disgusting thing.
I agree.
I can't stand it.
Or like when shit like spews out of people's mouth.
I remember seeing kids in like middle school with braces, like all the shit that
Oh
they get in there,
yeah,
and they were the worst. They'd be just
Yeah.
chomping away like they were, I don't know.
Dude, I remember in high school, this girl had braces and she put chewing tobacco in her mouth
Ah!
with the braces. And I was like
Ooh.
so traumatized. Because you know me, I'm like, I get grossed
Yeah.
out very easily. I was
That's
like,
sick.
oh, God.
That's sick.
But yeah, it was gross. But that's a good one. Chewing with your mouth
chewing
open.
No.
My second one is loud chewing.
Oh,
I
loud chewing. All right, so you don't like
Loud.
eating with me.
well, like
So right now I'm 0 for 2. You can't stand being around me when I'm chewing gum or chewing anything.
yeah, right.
Sounds like.
What's yours?
Next one on the list is people who wear the band T-shirts that don't
Don't
know the bands. Like
Yes.
if they can't name 3 songs or something.
you
like,
have to name 3 songs?
I feel like any band shirt that's sold at Walmart, like it's just like automatically you got someone who just doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I was looking. I'm like, wait, am I wearing a band
No,
T-shirt today? But I'm not.
She's in cheetah like
I'm
she
not.
should be.
I usually it is a band T-shirt or a black V-neck.
Yeah.
Um.
It like shouldn't bother me the way because there's certain apparel icks I have on this list where I'm like,
Oh.
it
yeah.
shouldn't bother me what people do, and it just does, and I can't explain it.
I agree. Like when I see like certain people, I'm like these like preppy girls, and they're wearing like a Ramones T-shirt with like, I'm like, you don't know who the Ramones are. I get like instantly offended.
Absolutely.
Like the Ramones is the biggest. I think the biggest one, or AC/DC is big.
I'm weird where I feel like I could tell the quality of the shirt from like just what it looks like. I'm
Right,
like, I know
where it
where, I
was
know where you bought
purchased.
that. I
Right.
could tell like how cheap the cotton is,
Right.
how thin that like shirt is. I could tell by the graphic design that it's not something that came like from the band directly. It's not off an album. Like that's some goofy ass design you found at like a Target.
Right,
In-
Target,
in like
Walmart.
a $5 section.
Right, it's a fashion statement,
Yeah.
not for the
Right.
band.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I feel you. I feel
You're
you.
not a Kardashian. Knock that shit off.
Well, I wear band T-shirts, but I think I know the bands. I won't wear a band T-shirt. I don't
Same.
know the band.
You know, in high school, that's all I wore.
Right.
I took that very seriously. Like my band
Same.
T-shirts were like I took that shit seriously. That was
My-
my persona.
Do you remember your first band T-shirt you ever got?
Yes.
What was it?
I think it's a tie because I shopped at Rolling Stone.
So did I.
So I remember picking up a CKY shirt
Uh-huh.
when like Jackass and Bam Margera
Right.
were real big, and an Iced Earth shirt. And they were like a real underground. They're still pretty underground, but like one of the first metal bands I ever listened to. Like
There
but
you
like
go.
those tied. Like I remember getting those pretty close to each other. I believe at the same time. What was yours?
My first 2 was, it was Led Zeppelin. It was a hoodie. It was a Led Zeppelin hoodie.
Classic.
The Stairway to Heaven one.
Oh, yeah.
And then my first band T-shirt that I remember was the AC/DC Back in Black. It had the Back in
Really?
Black in the front.
It's funny. My brother Mike was telling me about it today. I also had a CKY hoodie that all of a sudden went missing.
And he
they
stole
are-
it?
No, he did wear it at one point. And I
Oh.
was like, dude, I just need you to come clean with me one day that you had it somewhere and left it somewhere.
Right.
Because it's actually like a sought out piece of apparel that you can't find.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
But I love when people know their band T-shirts. It's like I feel that. I feel that to my core.
Well, because then if I'm like, oh, I love that band. What's your favorite? Whatever. And they're like, oh, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, right.
It's like, okay, pal.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Right.
know,
But I
don't
feel
know.
like the most common is like AC/DC, Nirvana,
Yes, Metallica,
Ramones, Metallica, yeah. Or Rolling Stones.
Yes, Pink Floyd, even Pink Floyd.
Pink
I've
Floyd,
seen like some
yeah.
nasty rip-off, gross. Yeah, no.
I wish I still fit in my Led Zeppelin hoodie. It was so cool, but I don't.
My closet has like a back portion. It's just a sea full of black.
Yeah.
It's just like looking into the void.
But you know what else I hate?
What?
It's actually food related still. When people scrape their fork with their teeth.
What do you mean? How else do you get the food off?
No, like there's like a metal fork scraping against your teeth is like Freddy Krueger claws.
How do you go to the dentist?
I hate the sound. I hate
Really?
it. Yes, it like bone chills me.
Dude.
I like
I'm
if you
gonna-
go like I can't like you know.
Like they just slide it through their teeth?
Ugh.
You do like a nice.
My mom eats like that all the time, and my aunt.
Yeah, so you
and
make sure you get it all off.
I can't. I use like my lips. I think I don't know.
I mean, that's
It's like bone chilling to me. Like, I swear to God, I want to punch the person that's
I
doing
mean,
it.
sorry, not sorry. Like, you know what pisses me off?
What?
People who wear sunglasses at night. These are gonna get weird.
Yeah.
These are very specific, and I can't explain most of it.
Dude, you're very.
I
So
can't
you
explain
and Corey Hart, is that his name? That
Who?
sings a song. I wear my sunglasses
Glasses
at night.
yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Why? Why is he doing that?
Yeah.
It doesn't make
You're
sense.
not
I
impressed.
don't like it. No. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you trying to prove?
What about when a girl wears sunglasses on the top of her head? As
Sure. I'm
at-
talking about
at
full.
night.
I'm about wearing them.
like on their eyes.
Maybe she was at the beach that
Right,
day,
right.
and she's like, all right, now I'm at the bar. I'm gonna put them on my head. Totally fine.
Okay.
But if you're wearing sunglasses like you mean it,
Right.
you mean to wear sunglasses,
Right. That's part of your
I
outfit.
can't. I fucking can't do that.
Gotcha.
I
I
can't
agree.
fucking-
I agree. I don't really think I do that.
What number are you on?
I think 5.
Oh, I'm only on 4.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Say another one.
This goes again with apparel. When men wear sandals.
Oh,
Men
yeah.
do not belong
Men
in
should
fucking
not be
sandals.
wearing sandals unless they are at a beach,
Closed foot apparel.
a pool, a fucking lake. That's it.
You're in a pool. Get some of those fucking some of those water shoes. Like,
No, that's an ick for me, I think. Water shoes. Ooh, gross.
It's funny.
But one of my other biggest pet peeves is when people refer to their child and they say my kid. Unless it's like
Really?
8 years old. Like if it's a baby, it's a baby.
Was it like disrespectful?
It's like I can't. Like I'm just
my
like
kid.
when they're like 6 years old, okay, maybe like because they're a kid. But if it's like a 2-month-old baby and they're like, oh yeah, I gotta go get the kid. I'm like, that is your baby.
Oh, where it just like sounds like it's like their problem. that they
Yes,
gotta deal
I
with.
hate
Gotta
it.
get my kid.
Yeah, like oh, I gotta go pick up my kid from the babysitter. Like no, that is your baby until they are of age like 6 and up. It is not a kid yet. It is referred to as a baby.
All
I
right.
gotta get my.
I'm glad yours are as specific as mine.
Mine are
because
like yeah.
some.
like,
I mean, like I read through my list. I'm like, I may need therapy.
yeah,
Like,
right.
some of this is like
Why am I
deeply
this
rooted.
observant?
Yeah. Like for the next one, like you ever notice like okay, I'm just gonna say it. In movies when they're talking on the phone and they both hang up and neither one of them say bye.
Oh yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yes, that's true.
So like they'll be on and be like, yeah, we found him. All right, keep him there. Click.
yeah, and they just
And I'm
click.
like, wait, what? Wait, how did he know?
How do they know
how
they're
did he know
done?
you were done talking? And he's like, are we still getting pizza later?
Yeah.
Like why? How did he know to hang up? Or
Right.
it'll be like a split screen, you know, like
Right.
they'll show the both of them on the phone.
They're
and they
hanging
just
up.
both hang up at the exact same miraculous time. Like,
That's a
bullshit.
good
It's
one.
not accurate.
Right.
It's not fucking accurate. No, like, love you, bye. Like,
Right. You know, someone in real life, they're always like, oh, wait, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
yeah.
Like,
All right,
and if you have like
I gotta
Uncle
go. I gotta
Buzz,
go. All right,
like
bye.
someone like Uncle Buzz,
Oh, forget it.
yeah, that would
Forget
never
it.
happen in a
Forget
movie
it.
with him.
Nope.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good ick.
Yeah, it's again oddly specific,
Right.
but it's like an inaccuracy I don't like. I'm
Yeah.
super diligent about picking out things in movies
That you're like,
that
what
like
is
don't
this?
belong when there's like continuity errors or
Yeah.
anything. Like I love finding that shit.
So I don't think this should be allowed. I hate when guys wear jean shorts
Jorts?
in any capacity.
So
Short,
the first time we went to
long.
Vegas and I literally had jorts the entire fucking time.
I hate when
You
guys
just couldn't stand me.
like
huh?
wear khaki shorts, wear shorts that are basketball shorts.
khaki shorts, like with the cargo pants.
Yeah, I would rather you wear cargo shorts or like the ones with the lines.
Oh, so literally just denim.
Denim
strictly.
shorts on a guy is so, to me, it's like the biggest.
But you're from West Virginia.
It does. I don't care. They wear jeans because they're going through like like
snake
hills
pits.
and snakes are around. They don't wear.
What is over there? The Himalayas?
No.
What are the mountains over there?
They're the Appalachian.
Appalachians.
Yeah, I can't say it right. But yeah, no. I hate when guys wear jean shorts. Like if you have them, throw them away.
All right, you heard her, or else.
Not that I'm this like fashion forward person, but
I mean, you do wear a lot of cheetah.
yeah, right. I'm very outdated, but
Dude, one of the biggest. This was like one of the biggest ones. I was trying to like find all the ones that pissed me off. when someone says supposedly, espresso, or especially.
Oh, instead of like supposedly,
It's supposedly,
espresso,
and especially.
yeah.
And for some reason, people's brains just like can't handle it.
What about axe?
What do you mean? Oh, I gotta ask you a question. Yeah, same shit. Just speak fucking English. Like, god damn it, we all went to the same public school. Jesus Christ, I can't. Like, they're adding letters and taking out syllables.
Yeah, they added a B.
Yeah, this is an art class. Just read it. Just fucking read it.
Right. No, I feel you.
Insane.
While we're on this topic of shorts, though, that I was on.
Oh yeah, what do you get?
I hate when guys wear shorts.
Short. Is that
That's
a
like
thing?
a thing now. That's like
no,
becoming a
dude.
thing.
I
The
can't
guy,
do
like
it.
the 70s style is coming back, and
I
like
can't.
if your shorts are not,
Like,
when
what's
you
your
do
take on
short-
guys who wear pink?
I like it.
Do you?
Yeah, like a
I've-
pink collared shirt or like
For the
a
record,
pink.
I've never done. I've worn salmon. I had a salmon
Yeah.
tank top going to the beach.
Yeah, I like when
But-
guys wear pink. If they're like
Yeah.
tan and like they look good, like yeah, pink is good. I like it.
What don't you like? What's next on that list?
I got a lot. When guys spit.
Sp-
I can't handle when you're hanging out with someone or like I don't I mean I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see girls spit.
No,
But-
well, it depends what night it is.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm not seeing it. But yeah, I hate when guys like
Which is it, baby? Spits or
spit.
swallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, as a cigar smoker, on occasion you find yourself spitting every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's me anyway. Not everybody, but I don't know.
I can't handle it.
We used to do it when we were in elementary school. We thought we were cool.
Everyone like used to spit
We
at
thought we
some
were
point.
cool.
They were like, "Yeah,
When you figure out a hawk, like pull your loogies
Yeah.
through and shit,
Oh,
like you
God,
felt like you like really learned something.
that is a cringe
Is that an
thing.
ick for you?
That is a big ick. That is a huge ick for me. Like if you're spitting like out the window, anywhere, like walking down the street, I cannot.
Yeah. You ever work in an office setting? I know
Yes,
we've done. Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. So like whenever someone brings in like I'm gonna use specifics on this one.
Okay.
The general thought on this one is an office or a party setting where someone cuts a donut into quarters
Yeah.
and keeps coming back for the rest of it.
Yes.
Instead of just taking
The
the entire
fucking donut?
fucking donut
I know.
and eating it like a goddamn adult and not trying to like decipher it like a fucking child.
Right. I know exactly what you're talking about. And
Because
then
then
you'll go in
up
there
and you'll be like, "That's the one I wanted,"
and it's
there's
cut
all
in
these
half
pieces-
and-
someone touched it.
Yeah.
And everything.
Oh,
You know me,
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll eat food
right.
off the floor.
Yeah.
But like when someone's just like manhandled
a
a
donut.
piece of food, like
Yeah.
specifically a donut at a party or in an office setting.
That is such a
It'll
good one.
set me off. That'll ruin. That'll
That's
that'll
a
ruin
really
my
good
day.
one. I'm actually like very impressed.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Again,
ick.
super specific.
I like it.
There's going to be an undertone here of food. You know, there's you're at Slobs Anonymous. You know it's bound to happen.
You know it's sick. So my next one
Is it
is
food?
people who touch your food. They dip their chip while they're dipping their chip. Their like finger goes in there.
Oh no!
When they cut the bread at dinner, like when you're
Oh,
handling.
you know like how I did,
yeah.
asshole. Yeah. So all right, quick story. We were
And all of the above.
you dick. All right, I
No,
didn't know this
Your whole
about Kaylee.
family.
We all do it the wrong way,
Yeah.
according to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Doesn't
But
matter.
you gotta admit, my weight does make logical
It
sense.
makes logical sense, but when you're like, you're my family, you're my family. Like you could literally lick it, touch it, drop it on the floor. I'm like, all right, my family did it. I don't care.
Well,
But for
I can't handle it.
like when it comes to that shit, what are you doing?
I'm having a piece of gum.
Piece of gum. You can't. You're gonna chew into the microphone.
No, I'm gonna
for
suck
the
on
next
it.
45 minutes.
No, I'm good. I got it.
All right, you're gonna hear.
No, I'm
Here
not
she
gonna
goes.
give my ick to the people.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
she's over there popping bubbles and shit. Yeah. So next up, we've got just more. Oh God, people suck, man. This was like a general umbrella blanket. Like I didn't even know how to like decipher this or say it.
Okay.
People who complain and don't do anything about it. Like people who are counterproductive, like
like me that are like, I need to lose weight, and then I just eat a
sure,
cheeseburger.
Sure. Or if it's like money or about success.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or literally anything. Like when someone had, like, we all got the power, I believe, to do whatever we want and like better our lives, especially now. Like everybody's got an opportunity to do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
But when you complain about it and you're not moving towards fixing the complaint, God bless, does it piss me off. I hate hearing people complain about
I agree.
things that they can make easier on themselves.
And most of the people that complain, I think they just like to complain.
Yeah, it's a waste of a conversation.
Yeah.
You're not
have you started to like tell people like, well, you're in charge of that and
oh,
you
100%,
could
yeah.
fix that?
I'm brutally honest with everybody I know. And
that's good. I think it's good to be that way.
You have to be. Someone's got to do it.
Right. Someone has to call your ass out.
Yeah, dude, because it's ways you'd be like, oh, yeah, I know.
Right.
That sucks. And then that validates the person's dumbass feelings in the moment where it's like, oh yeah, this is what sucks about my life.
Right.
Yeah, it does. All right, that's the end of it.
Then you just have a whole shit.
They're not being challenged. They're
not
being challenged to like fix themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ask like the open-ended questions like, why do you feel that way?
I dig. I dig a little bit. I try to play therapy with everybody every once in a while. People need that. Some people need someone to set them straight. I need people to set me straight. I would expect the same reciprocation from my people.
I set you straight.
There's no doubt about it. You do.
I'm just kidding.
But who's going to tell you, like, that shirt doesn't look right on you?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that.
I'm definitely going to tell you you're
I
ugly.
appreciate that 100%. Who's going to tell me, Cabes, you have big pepperonis? Maybe you should try sausage pizza next time.
Right, exactly.
My other extreme ick, I don't care who I'm with, I hate when people are rude to waitresses and waiters.
Really? Even if it's warranted?
Yes.
Even if it's warranted?
Even if it's warranted.
Hold on, let me ask you this. Even if it's warranted?
Yes. I hate it.
How?
Because, like, a lot of the
You have one job.
But a lot of that stuff is not, like, just your fault.
All right, so give me a specific then, I guess.
Okay, so...
Because me personally, the only time I'm angry at a waitress or a waiter is when I go in there and they have a shitty attitude.
Right. I've seen people, like, there's times where they deserve probably to be not that nice too, but I try and look at it as like, I'm going to kill them with kindness,
True.
And then usually it goes okay, but like, for example, if your food is messed up or something, like, I've been with people where they're like, this is cold, this is bad.
That I understand.
I'm like, that's not their fault. They're just bringing you from A to B.
Right. They're just the messenger.
Right.
Anytime something like that happens, I start my complaint with, hey, sorry, I know this isn't your fault, but my food's pretty fucking cold.
Right.
Like, or whatever. Like, I feel like you gotta preface your way into it, kind of sweet talk your way through that.
Exactly. I will say something if something is wrong. Like, I'll be like, I'm really sorry, but I think I got the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, it's not your fault.
You gotta know your place in a situation.
But I hate when people are just like, straight up, just like, this sucks. This is like, whatever. I'm like, no, I can't. I get so pissed at people like that. I'm like, don't be ignorant. Ignorance is an ick of mine.
Yeah.
People who
just
are fucking mean and ignorant to people that are just trying to do their jobs.
I can't figure out this next one though.
Okay.
This is inexplicable.
Mm-hmm.
Unexplainable.
Okay.
I just, for some reason, when I see it, my blood starts to boil and I can't figure it out.
Okay.
Whenever I get a professional email and at the bottom it says sent from my iPhone.
Oh, okay.
It's so fucking specific, but I'm like, why? Why is this professional outlet sending me something professional off of a phone?
Their phone?
Why aren't they in front of a computer with like a signature and a phone number and like a fax number and a website to the business? Like, and it's just like, yeah, okay, thanks, sent from my iPhone. Like, they just didn't have time for you on their busy day. So real quick, I'm just gonna turn into Donald Trump. For some reason, I'm doing it Donald Trump. Yeah, like, and they just send this fucking
through their
quick
iPhone.
email through their phone. Like, I just feel so neglected when I see that, and I don't know why.
The thing
weird.
is
I'm
like,
weird.
if you don't have an iPhone, so there is a way to delete that.
Not a sponsor. Go Android.
Yeah, no. You can delete that, When
What?
you send the email on the very
Oh, I
bottom,
know, and that's the other part that kind of irks me.
right? Because
Like,
you
you
know
don't have to send that.
they could eliminate that, and they just
doing
didn't
they're
do
doing
it.
no recon on their response, and I
Right.
think that's the part that bothers me. I'm like, you're putting no effort besides like KK, thanks, LOL, bye.
Right.
Like, and I can't deal with that on a professional level.
I agree. I actually, this was not written down, I don't believe, as one of my icks, but on the topic, I despise getting signatures that are from professionals that say cheers.
Cheers.
I have gotten cheers,
Oh, you have too. I didn't realize it was an ick.
and I was like, who the like, you're from a big corporation.
Are they from like overseas or are they here?
No, like here, like, okay, for example, I'm just going to call
Here
them
or
out.
I mean,
You know, Apt?
ABT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
They
contact
say
there.
cheers.
They said cheers to me the one time.
Really?
I've had multiple people say cheers in emails, and I was like,
When you see cheers, what imagery goes off in your head?
Like,
for me,
I'm-
it's like, yay,
yeah.
cheers.
No,
like,
they're literally like sending me a professional email. It's like, yes, we will have your refrigerator delivered on this time at this date, such and such.
yay.
Cheers
Like, that's what
with their name. And I'm like, what are we, like, fucking cheers?
That's what I'm saying. Like, salute.
Salute? Like, are you crazy? Like, I don't know. I'm like, mine always says, like, thank you so much or best.
It's usually always.
Best.
Mine's
I
usually
just
like,
put,
please advise. Thank you.
best. Thank you. Right.
I'm usually looking for some kind of information. but-
Right. Mine is never like I've never wrote cheers on an
No,
email
I've
ever
never
in
done
my
that.
life, and I'm like, I don't know if this is like
To me, it's like British. It's like cheers.
right. I
Grab your
thought
tea and crumpets and
yeah,
cheers.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Like, I'm like, what's happening?
Top
and-
of the morning.
But then it
cheers.
kept happening, like with random people I was working with, and I was like, is this like what is that? What's the one?
Gen Z.
Gen Z, like my sister's age.
Yeah.
Is that like that?
The generation fucked. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, is that like a thing? Like that it's acceptable
I
to
don't know.
write cheers? Like,
Maybe it's got a deeper rooted meaning or something.
or
I
like,
don't know.
did you ever get when people write like LOL in a work email?
I've gotten smiley faces, emojis.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
like, don't send
There's
me
some
this.
shit
We're not
that's-
friends.
No.
Like,
Yeah, I'm not your buddy.
right.
Like,
We're
I'm
not.
here-
We're
I'm
not
doing business.
texting.
From
you know?
8:30 to 5, I'm on the clock.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, it's a super big ick for me. Like, be professional.
Dude, something that's gotten big, next up on my list here, number 10 I'm at. I don't know where you're at.
Okay,
I feel like we're losing our spot.
we are, but that's
it's
okay.
all right.
We're just going.
We're just complaining.
We're just
You
going.
sit there, you shut up, and you listen.
Yeah, right.
Something that's been really big lately, like I've
Okay.
been running into it on more occasions than I'm proud of. When someone is talking loudly on a phone that is on speakerphone in a public place, or if they're doing anything on a phone, whether it's a game or they're watching a YouTube video. I've been in bathroom stalls. I've been on trains. I've been on like public transportation.
Right.
Doesn't fucking matter. I've been in line at a store. Doesn't fucking matter. People are there with their speakers on blast,
Right.
whether it's a phone call or any other sort of media that's going on, as if they're the only fucking person in public.
Yeah,
And
right.
and like it's enough to make me want to commit mass genocide. It's just like I don't know what else to do in a situation like that.
Please turn your phone
'Cause
on
I'm
silent.
like, take it off a speaker, put it to your ear, or
Right.
how about you wait 10 fucking minutes to
Right.
get home and then
Right.
do whatever you were going to do on your phone.
Exactly.
Why is it when we're standing in the self-checkout line at Jewel, you got to be watching a fucking video at full goddamn blast?
Do
Or
that
co-
in your
or
toilet at home.
Collecting items on a fucking video game that doesn't mean anything. Like,
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
No, I feel ya. I hate when
Oh.
people do that stuff too. I hate when people talk on the phone in the nail salon
I don't know what
on
that's like.
speaker. Like,
but-
imagine like you're going to get your nails done. It's supposed to be like relaxing, you know, like it's enjoyable. It's
Should
like
I go get my
you
nails
time.
done?
Yeah.
My nails are did.
Well,
today.
that's actually one of my icks. We'll get
Oh,
there.
all right, we'll get there, folks.
But yeah, like,
Wait, are they up? We'll
We'll get there.
I'll ask if they're up to standard.
but yeah, like, don't go to the nail salon and put your phone on loud. Please don't do it, or in public,
No, not
or
at
in
all.
line,
Not at all.
or any of that stuff. Just don't be that guy.
Was that ick up next?
That wasn't my up. So my next ick was when people. It's happened to me a few times where I've been in situations with people where, and my husband does it, and I don't allow it. But when adults talk to each other in like a baby voice
What?
in front of people.
Like, oh, the schmoopy.
Yeah. Or like those like cutesy voices. I'm like, don't do that.
Boo boo.
Yeah, like he'll be like,
I do know people who do
he'll
shit
be like,
that.
hey
yeah.
baby, a roo, and I'm like, oh my god, I'd like to gouge
Tone
my
doesn't
eyeball.
do that to you?
No, he does.
Oh, he does.
And I'm like, shut up, because I'm mean and I don't have
Right.
any PDA
No,
at all
you
ever.
asshole.
You would never know we were married. But I hate when people do that. I think it's so gross. I'm like, save that for your house. I don't want to be around it.
That's pretty personal. I mean, my next one's personal. Like this one, like anyone listening is gonna scoff. But anytime I mention that I go to church, people look at me fucking weird.
I bet they probably
People
look at you like you're like a.
So I was at a party a couple weeks ago. We were all around playing games, and everyone was like, "What's everyone got going on the rest of the weekend?" I
Right.
was like, well, I just gotta like get up in time for church tomorrow, and it was just like,
Like it went silent.
it went dead quiet. Like, what is he really doing that mass genocide tomorrow?
Right.
It went.
That would have
dead
been
fucking
more
quiet.
acceptable.
It would have been. They'd
probably.
been like, "Oh, what race?" And I'd have been like, "What?" Like, it would have been like more socially acceptable. At
right.
that point.
Probably.
I couldn't fucking believe it. But yeah, anytime I mention I go to church, people are weird.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
You do?
I can't say I'm like murdering dogs on the weekend.
Right. You're just going
I'm
to
just
church.
going to like
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. And they all need a little Jesus.
Exactly.
If I'm gonna be honest,
It's
the
all-
people who scoff the hardest
Right.
could use a little Jesus.
You're like, you need the big J.
It's not me pushing my agenda. Don't go fucking
Right. No,
unfollowing us.
I get you. No.
Not a sponsor. Jesus,
it's
not
a-
a sponsor. It's not a paid program.
Oh my god. So I hate when people overshare their, especially like their
When they
life
overshare?
in general on public like social media, like overly share, but it's mostly their love lives.
Do you have an example? Oh, like when they're just mushing it in your ass?
Yeah,
Like when they're like, oh, look
like-
at what you did for me.
right. I can understand like Valentine's Day, and like I'll do it on Snapchat. I'll show like, oh, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like on like Instagram, I'm not. I don't want to
Dude,
see
social
when
media
your
in general.
husband brought you breakfast in bed and then he bought you 66 roses because you've been together for 66 days.
People like that, I'm going to tell you this right now. People who do that and like live to do that are
Right.
truly not happy.
Right.
I'll argue that tooth and nail to the day I die.
I just like don't want to hear about it.
No,
I
that's
just,
my business.
right.
And if like I can't just enjoy that by myself, I just like I didn't. Yeah, no.
I'm not trying to be a hater either.
No,
like,
no,
if
I
you're
get it.
if your
I get
man
it.
does something or your woman like
Sure.
and you want to be proud, great. But it's like every day. Like I don't want to see that.
I
Like
get
I or like how wonderful your life is. Like I don't
I thought
care.
you meant people who like overshare. Like they're like, yeah, so I got this, growth removed from my ass, or like,
No,
like
there are people like
strangers
that
who
though too.
overshare.
Where I'm just like, oh shit. Like I'm like,
I just came from the gynecologist.
yeah, right. Oh,
He
God.
found a whole quarter down there.
And a lipstick tube. Like, what?
From 1976.
Yeah, right.
Gross.
But yeah,
She was elderly. So this
we
is
know you
one
like those old ones.
I do. That cougar catcher.
Oh God.
Dude, I just can't. It gets me so steamed. I'm ready to-
Are you grinding?
When it could be in anybody's house. Like, I can go into someone's house when I see that there's been time left on a microwave.
Oh, like if it's like 32 seconds. Yeah.
And you just know, like, you're looking for the time. You're like, oh,
And
what
it's
time
like-
is it? I don't know if I pull out my phone. And you're like, I'm in the kitchen. Why don't I look up at the microwave that says 57?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
why does it say that? Because some asshole warmed up their goddamn chili, and then they didn't fucking clear the microwave because they're a fucking asshole.
That's hilarious. I know
Yeah.
exactly.
Oddly specific, but god damn it, do I hate it.
Tony does that, and he leaves it, and I always, when I notice it, I have to like undo it.
Yeah, I clear it every time.
Yeah. Right.
Every time.
So I guess that is an ick for me too. I will not leave it. I mean, that's for sure. I'll fucking kill myself before I left it. This is pretty like generic, but like when people are blatantly lying to you and you know they're lying to you.
Damn, dude, you took one off my list.
Like it's just like I know you're lying.
Yeah, liars are just an absolute no.
Right.
And there's people you and I both know that we've both gotten stories from. That,
And I'm like,
You're like, they
What?
said that? And I'm like, yeah, here's the proof.
Yeah,
And you're
right.
like, that's not what they told me in person. Well,
Right.
I got the text to prove it.
Right.
I got the receipts.
Yeah.
You know how I like my receipts.
I know.
I
But
got
like
receipts.
when I know that like I'm like you're straight up
Blatant liars.
I know like you're not conning
People
me.
who lie show a sign of weakness.
Right.
Because when you lie, you're afraid. And I'm not about to have people who are scared in my life. Like I'm not. Anybody who's running from the truth, like it's just like I can't have it.
Right.
I can't have it.
Yeah.
Not a
so
part of my life.
That's one of my icks.
No. I
don't.
I'm not.
I feel like more insulted when I know that they're lying. I guess.
Yeah, because they think
Like I'm
you're
like,
an idiot.
you think I'm that
You
stupid?
think I'm fucking stupid,
right?
and you're gonna
Like-
you're gonna come here and tell me something that I already know, especially if I already know like what the answer is, or like that they're
Right.
just blatantly lying to my face. Like you think I'm a fucking idiot, don't you?
Right.
So insulting to my intelligence.
Right.
Not
So
that there's much of it left.
I don't
but-
even really care as much as if they lie. I think it's when I know they're lying and they're lying to me, and I'm just like, you think I'm that dumb? Like,
Yeah.
I
fucking
guess it's
insane.
the dumb that they think I'm dumb. Like I
Yeah.
know I could be dumb, but
No.
I know I'm not dumb.
Just blatantly taking you for a dumbass.
Yeah, right. I'm
no
like,
one's taking me for that ride.
yeah.
They're just not. Not for free. Dude, and I'm going to get some flack for this one, but
Uh-oh.
anytime ever a woman has asked me why I don't put the toilet seat down.
Oh, gross. You don't?
No.
Why?
Why don't they put it up?
Because it's not meant to be up.
All you wanted equal rights and equal pay and equal opportunity.
Oh, here we
so
go.
you have the equal opportunity to put it up.
So
I'm going to make that argument.
my toilet seats, both of them, are always down.
Do they have the soft close?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
I like the soft close.
No.
Where you could just like hit it. And
The one upstairs is like that, but the one downstairs, I don't think it is. But they're always closed, so I think it's just like we're both in the same habit.
maybe.
Because if not, our cat will like go in the bathroom.
Well,
and
that's
stuff.
different. Like if you're gonna have a drowning problem, you're gonna
He'll
find
be like
Fifi in the
swatting in
toilet.
the water.
Yeah, you'll see
Like-
the tail hanging out the next morning. Like,
yeah, right. Oh, poor Elvis the cat. But yeah, no.
anytime a woman asks me that, I'm like, "Why don't you put it up?" And I get offended immediately.
I guess like I never really thought about that, but I don't know. Ours is always down. I guess we don't ever really have that debate.
Yeah.
But whatevs. I mean, that's cool. I hate when people drive slow.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Fuck. You should take another one off my list. Like,
Like when you're driving to work, when I used to go into the office, I was thoroughly convinced, and I actually said when I retire, I'm going to go out in the streets at like 7:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and just purposely drive slow
I don't get it.
for all the people that have to go to work, because I think
this
old
was-
people do that to
This
me.
was on the extended portion of my list, but like anyone who leaves their house and doesn't have any sort of assignment.
Right.
Like later, like they don't know their purpose that day. They've just left the house and they're like, I'll figure it out on the way to wherever that is.
Oh,
And that fucks with me.
Oh,
That
I
fucks
do
me up
that.
because I'll get in a line somewhere with someone and they're going, and I'm like, you didn't know that you wanted a McMuffin with a fucking large coffee before you left
Okay.
the fucking house? Like people who aimlessly exist without any sense of fucking purpose.
but don't you like
And that falls into that.
spontaneity? Is how you say it?
Spontaneity?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So don't you think that's kind of like spontaneous?
Right, but like I even being spontaneous, I'm fast at it.
Okay.
I'm just like, let's go. I'm going. We're going.
right. So like you don't ever just like drive and be like, you know what, we're gonna get this, and you just like
Sure,
pull
but it's
over.
quick. It's like, all right,
Okay.
here we go. Let's go. Like
So when you like go in the car and you're like, I'm just gonna go, and you don't know where you're going, and then you just
I
you can't
9
handle
times out
that.
of 10 don't do that.
I do that all
I 9
the
times out of 10
time.
just get in my car. I'm like, I gotta go to Jewel. I gotta stop at the bank, and I get to get the fuck back home because I am not. The,
Oh,
the
really?
world is too crazy for me. I want to be out the least amount, like in a public place.
Oh,
It's different
see?
if I'm like on a vacation or something. But like when I got like a mission to do,
Okay.
the world better get the fuck out of my way.
Right. I mean,
Period.
yeah. If I have shit to do, I don't want to fuck around.
No,
but
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So you like half stole mine, but I had to add to it. Like,
No, I think that's great. I agree. But I actually do that. So, like, I'll just get in my car and be like, I'm just going to go somewhere and I don't know. And, like
Yeah.
today I did that.
People just...
I needed to, like, de-stress. I just was driving and I was like, I'm just going to go to Michael's and walk
have
around.
A cigarette, like, just, yeah. Why not?
That's where...
You are those people, guys.
I am.
Nice to know.
But I don't drive slow doing it. That's
No,
the difference.
She's very quick to get nowhere.
Yeah, right. I have a whole lot to do.
Yeah. Speaking of which, dude, something I'll just never be able to get on the level of, and it's just when people who talk sports or fantasy things or like gaming just assume I do those things.
Oh, really?
Yes,
they do.
Like some guy will come and be like, "Yeah, did you see the game last night when so and so fucking did this?" and then yeah, could you believe the coach and the thing? And then yeah, who bought that team? And it's like, yo, you lost me 5 minutes ago.
Right, you're talking to the wrong
You
guy.
lost me before you even walked up. Or someone's talking about like a game, like, yeah, did you see fucking Call of Duty came out last week? Oh man, I got a new Call of Duty. I'm like, I haven't owned a game system in the last 15 years, dude. Like,
right.
But when people just assume it, I don't know if it's the way I look. Like I look like I
You have that
do
demographic.
Sports. Yeah,
I
like
don't
I
know.
just look like a sportser guy.
Maybe because
or-
you're on those like volleyball teams and stuff.
Maybe,
They just
I don't know.
assume.
I don't know. But I just don't like when people assume that shit.
I don't think I would look at you and assume that you're a
Don't
sports guy.
assume my extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So my next ick, and this is a true ick, is when girls overdraw their eyebrows.
What do you mean over? Like draws them too long?
When they're like this arched, or they're like so.
Oh, they're like cartoony almost.
Yeah, I
They're
can't.
like an anime.
Yeah, like remember a few years ago when like those really thick eyebrows were in, like they were like.
I don't.
Well, anyways, the girls on here will know, but like I can't. Like I'm for the Pamela Anderson eyebrows. Like the thinner the eyebrows, the better
for you. Yeah.
for me.
I mean,
I like the like 90s pencil eyebrows.
it's probably because I'm just not looking at their eyebrows.
You'll notice now. You will see a girl and you'll be like, "Oh shit, that's a Cape's ick."
She got some nice eyebrows.
No, I'm telling you. I could pull up a picture for you
Pepperonis and eyebrows.
for days. All right, what's your next?
Oh, dude, again, this is another specific one. I'm like upset with my own icks, but like they're just specific, and you have to take me as I come here. When someone buys something because of brand over functionality or appearance,
Oh, that makes sense.
I fucking like it's just, oh my god, those eyebrows look terrible.
You know what I'm saying? These kind.
Gross.
You know
I
what?
can't believe that was in.
Do you see girls like that have these? Well, not that.
No, that's whoa.
That's what I'm saying. That was like in.
Yo, those are the people that need Jesus. Right there. Those-
They need to go to
get
church
in
with
line.
Joe.
Get in line.
So yeah, you're not a brand
I am a
dropper.
functionality over frills.
Okay.
That's flat out.
Like with
Which
what?
is why I still drive a 95 Buick LeSabre.
So you're
I'm
like
just-
you don't care.
I'm like, does my car
Get
purpose
me to
as a
point
car?
A and B.
Period. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like it doesn't have to be a Lamborghini.
I'm not a super big. The only thing I really care about in life is my Louis Vuitton. That's a name brand. Anything else, I could care less. Like,
Right, and even
my
then,
clothes
like,
are from Walmart.
I've talked to women who OD on their purses. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so that purse there, what's the difference between that one and like a fucking, I don't know, like
Target.
Literally, like I'm
Right.
sure they sell something comparable to that with the same amount of pockets and flaps and flips and snaps and cracks and everything else in it. But like you want to spend $900 on that thing.
Yeah.
It just I'll never understand it. And
Mine
it
was
icks me
gifted.
out.
Mine was
That's
gifted.
different. That's
and
I can appreciate that.
I that's my only like true name brand thing that I really genuinely. I mean, I drive a Kia. Like people are like, I would never
are good
drive
cars,
a Kia.
Those are good cars. I don't understand that.
And I'm
either.
like, why, dude? The Kia is the best. I love it. Speaking of like fancy, I hate when people talk about their finances or how much money they make.
who does that?
I've heard a lot of people.
That is the stupidest fucking. That is one like three things you never talk: finances, religion, or politics.
Right.
Like you just
It's
you just
become
don't.
a more. I feel like it's become a more like relevant thing lately.
Where people are just
Where
open about
people
that?
are just like pretty open about it.
Dude, fuck that. I
And
want
like
nobody to know about my shit.
it's not even that. It's like when you leave and you feel like, Jesus, what am I doing with my life? Like, you know,
like they might be making more than you.
or like if they're making more, or like, I don't really know if they do.
That's what I'm saying. The other thing is anyone can be saying anything.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't really think you
I make
do,
a
though.
bajillion dollars.
Right.
Like,
I'm like,
whatever.
just keep it to yourself. I don't care how much you make. I don't judge you. I'm wearing Walmart clothes.
Dude, I wear Costco clothes. I
Yeah,
like
right.
Costco.
Dude, Costco,
Get me
Sam's
going.
Club, they got
You
good
get some
clothes.
sweatpants, three different colors. Like, let's do it.
Gray, black, and blue. Like,
Also, where I buy my sparkling water, which is my next ick. I hate people who talk shit about sparkling water. Kaylee,
I hate LaCroix.
Yeah.
It tastes like cardboard.
I understand where you're coming from, but I love it. So
My next ick is when when people try and make something stupid seem cool.
so everything Gen Z is doing,
Right. Like, my mom does this all the time, and I want to slap her when she does it. Like, I'll be like wanting to go out for dinner or something, and my mom will be like, you know what I have a taste for? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm
for
like,
dinner.
yeah, I'm like, that sounds awful. And she'll be like, come on. And like, she'll go into like full depth of like,
Yeah, you get the
she'll be like,
creamy,
yeah, right.
chunky.
Yeah, she's like, and then you know you smush it and you could cut it.
What?
Like, she'll do that, and I'll be like, don't even. When she starts it, I'm like, don't even start. It's not cool.
So this has happened before several times.
This is a definite ick of mine.
I mean, she has gone into talking about PB&Js.
Yeah, or like
this,
or
like,
like yes,
several times?
yes.
She just
Or-
gets the hankering for a dinner PB&J.
Or like grilled cheese. She'll be like, don't you just want a grilled cheese? And I'm like, no.
You were having Elvis?
What?
You ever having Elvis?
Oh, with the
The
banana or whatever?
Yeah, you
No.
like on toast or something.
I don't like
It's-
bananas.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
haven't had one. But
I hate when people do that. My mom does it especially.
Maybe your mom's had an Elvis.
Teen Wolf, have you had an Elvis?
This one gets kind of deep,
Okay.
but it hit me several times this past year. People who simply don't appreciate their lives.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's
that's-
heavy,
it-
and that is very.
It's massively heavy, but it's just like it is a like every day on the other side of the grass. Like the people who just like aren't grateful for that,
Yeah.
it pissed me off.
I agree.
Even in the worst days, like it could just be like, man, everything sucks, everybody's dying, everything fucking blows, but
Right.
you're on the other side of the grass to see it all. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I don't know.
I 100% agree. I practice gratitude as frequently
have to.
as possible.
You fucking have. It's part of getting old.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're just
Mm-hmm.
like you're left behind mentally. Like it's part of your mental growth to have gratitude.
100%. And I don't feel like good things. You're not allowing yourself to have good things if you're
Right.
not practicing gratitude, because there's nothing to like. You're not attracting anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
You're
it's like-
attracted. What you put out is what you get back.
Exactly.
And it kind of goes earlier with like people who complain about shit that's like either out like that they feel like they can't control but they can. Like
Right.
it all kind of ties in where it's
Right.
like, dude, we've made it.
Right.
We've gone through centuries of wars and just like famine and pandemic, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we've somehow like our forefathers. We came out of forefathers that like made it through war.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
And
at one
lived
point,
with,
some
like-
man was carrying our DNA
Right.
with a rifle in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and that's something miraculous to fucking think about. Like that we've made it, and people who just like take it for granted, they're like, life sucks.
Right.
It's just fucking like, shut
Right.
up.
Because my Starbucks order is
Shut up.
wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Oh,
like
I'm sorry. You get to experience Starbucks today.
right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh,
right.
what a terrible fucking time to be alive.
Right.
You had coffee in seconds.
Yeah.
You didn't have to make it. What
You
a
have to
what a
ground
shitty
coffee
time to
in.
be alive. What an awful time to be alive.
No, I agree. I think gratitude is like super important.
It was like my one deep one, but I'm like, it's gotta be said.
Yeah. No,
Gotta be said.
I'm 100% with you. Mine is not as deep, but it's deep in my.
Follow that one up, bitch.
Yeah, right. It's actually very deep in my soul, but I really hate when girls don't get ready to go to the bar.
Wait, what do you mean don't get
Like
ready?
they don't like they'll go with like sweatpants or like their hair's not done.
Dude, you know girls like that? Hook me up, all right?
I don't. Yeah, I don't like it.
That's my speed.
I can't.
Sweatpants, messy hair, and a Netflix.
I'm like, why are you out at a bar like this? Like, I just can't. I don't care. I don't care. Like, the other thing is Gen Z or whatever. What is this?
Yeah.
Gen Z?
Yeah.
They don't wear heels to the bars.
I don't. Who's wearing heels to a bar?
We used to wear heels to go to.
Because everybody thought they was on the Hershey Shore. They all thought they were on Jersey Shore.
Well, guess what? I'm still Jersey Shore.
Dude,
my Jersey Shoreness will never die.
Right,
Mob Wives aesthetic is back. It never left.
the fuck out of here.
It bothers me to my core when girls don't get ready to go to the bar. Like, just get yourself together, you know?
Worse than that, like you be at a bar or you be at a restaurant, a movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. Even a movie, I guess. Like if someone, like people do check their phones during a situation like that.
Oh.
People, like if you're out to dinner with somebody and they're checking their phone.
I do
Dude, it's just like I understand if you're getting a call or you're getting a text.
Right.
I get it. I'm talking about people who scroll. I've been in a conversation with somebody
and
like watch them open up
IG.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Right.
I'm like, you're just rolling that thumb while I'm like having a
In-depth
deep-rooted conversation.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, all right, this is pretty. Or in a movie, like I'm like, aren't you watching it? I'm gonna have questions, and I need someone to answer the questions. Like I'm relying on you to get the shit I'm missing because
Right.
I might not.
I need you to pick up what
Yeah.
they're putting down.
Right, because like I'm not always the smartest when it comes to some of that shit, and
Right.
it's like when I gotta be like, hey, what was the guy in the hat's name? Like,
Yeah.
like I need someone else listening.
Right.
You're kind of my chauffeur in that case. Like, it's like I gotta have like a student aid. Like when it comes to watching
like
movies.
I need an escort.
I need an adult. Like
Yeah.
I do.
Right. No, I feel that. I don't think I'm horrible with it. I don't scroll, but I'll check my phone like if someone's texting me
I
or
can't
something.
stand it.
Or I like to check the time. I'm a time checker.
Really?
Kind of, yeah.
Time isn't when I'm doing something fun. I don't give a fuck about.
Well,
time.
it's not because I'm like, it's actually not because I like want it to be over. It's because I don't want it to be.
Oh, you're
Like, I'm like,
oh,
it's only
I hope
7
it's
o'clock.
yeah. Dude, I was gonna say 7 too. 7 is the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Where you're like over the hump for the night. I feel.
Right.
Where you're like, yo, it's still 7. Like we got like hours.
You got so much hours.
We got
so many hours.
much time left for
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Right. At least till 10. You know.
I agree. At least on a school night.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Right. So I'm not checking it for necessarily like to get out of there. It's for the good. To whatever.
It's for the good of the nation.
Yeah. Right. People who are too politically correct.
Like, oh yeah, just way too PC.
Yeah.
Oh, like that run-in you had at Home Depot.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into
We're
it. 'Cause
not
we
going to
don't
get
do
into
that
We
on
don't
this
do that.
show.
But
people who are just way too PC, you have to understand our intentions, people. We're not
Right.
out to hurt anybody. We just grew up in a different fucking society.
right. I don't care what you do. I don't
No,
care what you vote.
I genuinely
I don't
give
care
a
who
fuck
you marry.
about the
I don't
rest
care
of
who
the
you
world.
fuck. I
No,
don't care.
I don't
care.
I don't care.
But
No fucks. No cares.
I should be able to like
Speak freely in a manner that you
Is
you
respectful.
understand I'm being respectful.
Right.
And I'm not out to hurt anybody.
right.
Sorry.
I hate it is a huge ick when people are like,
Ugh, just get
you
me some
can't
fucking
say
air.
that, and I'm like, what? I don't even know what I said.
Yeah, but I did, and everyone's fine. See?
right. They
We're all-
live.
No one's bleeding.
They survive.
Keep it up, and they will be, but nobody's bleeding. All right?
Yeah.
Christ almighty.
Yeah. I can't. I
Can't
can't.
do it. Well,
try.
I mean, and see, here's the thing. Now, my feelings are going to get hurt on this next one.
Okay.
And we've talked about this before. You can call me any insult in the book. Any fucking insult. I don't know if we talked about this last week.
No.
If it
We
got-
talked about it, but not
I
on
don't
the
remember. For some reason, especially if it comes from a woman.
air. Okay.
In fact, especially when it comes from a woman. But either way, if it's a guy or a girl, if someone calls
I'm
me
guilty.
if someone calls me an asshole,
Yeah.
it,
I know
it
you hate it.
legitimately jogs my core to where I'm like, oh my god, am I?
Right.
Like where I'm like concerned, and I'm like, I have to fix this. Where I'm like, did I hurt them? Did I? Was it a? Because I know like 97.8% of the time I've been called an asshole. It was in a joking manner.
Right.
But for some reason, the time or two that it wasn't
It like
has
flipped you.
it like stayed with me that
Scarred.
long. It scarred me. I'm done.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I feel you.
It's weird, and I can't explain it any deeper than that. It's just like it's linked to like a deep rooted. I feel like it's for me the way women explain like when someone else calls another woman a cunt.
Right.
Like
That's the
I
big
hold
C.
that weight on
Right.
myself for some reason. I don't know.
For
why.
asshole.
Yeah, I don't know.
Got it. I to second that, I hate, and this was on my list. I'll
What?
just speed it up. But when people call me mean, I can't handle.
When they call
it.
you mean? Oh no, yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, not on the air. We talked about it off
That's
the air.
right. No, yeah.
Last week we were discussing like what we can't. I can't handle when people like you can call me a bitch, you can call me a jerk off, you can call me anything, because I
She is
am
all the
I
above.
can be a bitch. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I am not
Front and
mean.
center.
I don't like. Well, I could be mean. I guess.
You gotta be so mean.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I hate that fucking song. It is like the most childish fucking song.
Why you gotta
ever.
be so mean?
It's just like, why you gotta be so mean?
Yeah, but like when someone says
What a
like you're a
crybaby.
mean person or you're a mean girl, like it hits. I don't
Really?
like. I don't like it.
Were you mean at one point? Like,
Yeah,
so
I am
so
mean.
you know.
I mean, I could be
You
mean.
know. You
if I
mean-
need to be mean.
You can mean your meanness if
But
you
like
mean.
when people I genuinely care about say like you're mean, I'm like,
So,
bitch,
so
no,
if I
I'm
flat
not.
out was like, Cabes, you know, like what you just said, like
that was mean.
You're fucking mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't like. I would be like, it would.
I don't. Yeah, but you know, I don't think I can say it with a straight face because I know how much it pisses you off now.
It doesn't
Like-
piss me off. I feel like like when you're a kid and you get yelled at and you're like in public.
Oh, like you were scorned.
Yeah, I'm like I want to like
Stop
hide.
being mean.
Yeah.
Don't be mean to your brother.
Right. But it's not even. It's like when you get like publicly embarrassed. It's
yeah,
like
that
oh,
public
man.
shame.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Now look at what you did.
Yeah, right. How do you feel now?
How you
And
feel
you're
now?
like, you feel literally this big,
Yeah.
and you think about it for 6 years after.
Oh my god.
Like you're laying in bed 42 years later. Like, remember that
When your
time?
therapist cracks the code and it all comes rushing back.
Yeah. Right. Right. That's
mean,
my
I-
trigger.
I mean,
mean.
no, I don't understand any of that. I don't,
Right.
I don't get
Never
it.
been there before.
No, not at all. We're gonna have to cut it off there. There's too many icks, too many things that piss us off.
Icky.
Yeah, too many pet peeves.
Right.
But thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are because
Yeah.
it's
Share
quite
your icks.
therapeutic.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
I want
very-
to know everyone else's icks. And is anyone else on the same weird page as any of the strange shit that we brought up today? Like, I gotta know that
Yeah.
I'm not the only one on
Are
some
we,
of
are
this
we
shit.
losing it?
Right? Yeah, are we losing viewers?
Yeah.
Did we just get unsubscribed?
Yeah, right.
I hear the unsubscribe button. a
Yeah,
lot.
right.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Join us again next week. We're gonna do part 2 because there might even be a part 3.
There's too many icks.
There's just it's icky
It's
around
an
here.
icky world.
We didn't realize how icky it was, how skeevy it all is. And as always, we love hearing from you, whether it's a slob story or a topic for suggestion or your icks. We want to hear it all. Go ahead and slide into our DMs, slip and slide, or send us an email, old school, at 2slobsanonymous@gmail.com. That's the number 2 at
Oh,
no,
God.
just 1 2 2slobsanonymous@gmail.com. Well, until then, if you're not having fun,
You gotta make your own.
that's right, you got to make your own. We will see you next week on another episode of
Slobs Anonymous with Joey C and KB.
Don't you say it. Bye, everybody.
Peace out, Girl
Bye.
Scout. Word to your mother. Okay, so we're done. But my
right
last
this
ones are
second.
so good.
I have 50 more. We're going to have to just keep
Okay,
going. But
we'll
I
do it.
stopped at 30.
Okay.